4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis, we welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Ready, 52 blaster.
Already here, they'll audible to something else.
Blue strike. 6, mega.
Play action, now it's Lance. And he's got his man in stride, complete. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Black ultra. Rail, yellow. Zoom, black. Fury, yellow. Steel, black. Ready?
From the gun, it's Lance. Now he's loose at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and second down. To throw, it's Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Here we go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Go pink. Fight. White. Edo blue. Drill green. Ready?
Now Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ultra. Go ultra.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. This will be returned from deep in. And all deep in his own territory. Coughs up the football. One of the linebackers has got it. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Blaster, sit. Ready.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And it's caught. And he's brought down. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
10 cycles. Black shot. Set, cut.
And Lance going to throw. Steps away to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Ready.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Ready.
Now Lance again. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Duggan looking to throw. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. To throw is Duggan. He's got the connection to Moore. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing, Duggan. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Marvin Mims, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
On play action, Lance. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He completes it to Olave. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Let's go. Go set. Hold straight. Hold straight. Strike it. Strike it.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Lance. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Sly able to put this one through, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Duggan to throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Duggan now to throw. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On second down, here's Lance. That's out to the flat for Akers. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Hunter Henry brings it in. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long.
Hey, go steal.
Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. This is caught inside the 15. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Ready up.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
White, need old blue.
And Lance now to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Ready.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Green Jack. Blaster, stick. Ready.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Duggan. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Cam Smith. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Now a play fake. Lance. Short pass caught by Henry. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. Lance to throw on second down here. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Slide through. Ready?
Lance looking to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Duggan will look to throw this. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Going up top. He's got a man complete. There he goes right side. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Lions get a bit closer. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And my goodness, another interception. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready, set.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. In his own end zone, it's Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was. Oh, had to get. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Now Lance looking to change it up. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Ready.
And now they'll throw with Lance. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 37. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Again, it's Lance. Throw out wide is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Let's go now.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Steal. Check steal.
Lance now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Ready?
Off of play action, here's Lance. Flushed out right. Toward the pylon, caught. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Now they send a man in motion right. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards.
Steal. Black. Drill. 52. Claws red. White. White.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw is Duggan. He's got Turner. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Duggan looking to throw. Dancing to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing, Duggan. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Max Duggan taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. On third down, here's a run by Akers. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does, and now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Duggan to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Tyree Wilson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Here we go, set. Hey, go Fury. On the ball.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he fires one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Ready.
Lance looking to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Sly able to put this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is 1st and 10. Duggan now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Duggan. That's caught by Turner. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down. Dugan. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Duggan. And the pressure gets to him again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. Dugan. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Here's Lance. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw caught by Olave. So the final seconds have ticked away in this.